Hello friends, welcome to the session. In this session, we'll be discussing about operations on the data structure. In the earlier session, we have discussed what we mean by data structure and why it is necessary to have the data structure whenever we start coding for any real life problems. Friends, you will find that the data structure is just nothing but a logical and mathematical model that is used to organize the data. In real life, we always deal with the different types of data, and whenever a programmer write any program for any real life problem, then he has to deal with the different types of data. These data need to be organized in memory in proper fashion so that we can make an efficient access to the data elements. And there are data structures which will provide us the structure by which we can organize the data. So friends, let us start the session where we will discuss now the different operations that can be performed on the given data structure. So the first operation that we'll be discussing on the data structure operations is the insertion operation. Many times you will find that whenever we create some data structure, then within the data structure we need to add some additional element. This element can be either added at the beginning, or sometimes we need to add it in the middle, or sometimes we need to add it at the end of the data structure. Say for example, we have been provided with a simple array structure, and this array is consisting of 5 elements as shown in this diagram. So out of the 5 elements, now suppose I want to add one more element x, of which the value is 3, and suppose I want to add it at the end of the array. Then you can add it by using the insertion operation, and whenever you add this element into the array, then you will find that now the number of elements in the array will get increased. It is not necessary that you can always add the element at the end. Even you can add the element at the beginning, or you can add the element in between also. So whenever you add some element in between, or whenever you add some element at the beginning, then you will find that the index of the array elements will go on changing, because every array element is being identified by its index number, and the index number normally starts with 0. So whenever you add certain element, then the index number of all the elements may get changed. So one has to always remember that while adding the element, the indexation will go on changing. So suppose friends, you have been given some data structure, and now you want to remove some element from the data structure. This operation we call it as a delete operation. So whenever we have been provided with certain elements in the data structure and we want to remove some element from the data structure, then that is to be called as a deletion operation. Deletion operation can be performed at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end of the data structure. Suppose we have been given an array which is consisting of 6 elements, out of which suppose we want to remove the element of which the value is 3 from the data structure. Now when you perform this deletion operation, then the number of elements that will remain in the array will be now 5. And now you have to take a note of the thing that the index number of all the elements will get changed. Now the first 3 elements will have the same index, but since the 3 is removed, now 2 and 6 will have now the modified index number. So always remember that whenever you have been provided with a data structure, and whenever you are adding some new element into the data structure, or whenever you are removing some element from the data structure, then there is a change in the sequence. There is a change in the index values of the linear data structures. Now let us go for another operation, and this operation is being called as a traversing operation. Traversing means visiting to each and every element of the data structure. As a simple example, here also we will consider one simple array where we have been provided with 6 elements. So traversing means what? In traversing, what we will do is that we will start from the first number, that is, we will start from the first data element, we will visit to the first element, then we will visit to the second element, then we will visit to the third element, and this process goes on until we reach to the end of the data elements in the data structure. So traversing operation even though it looks like a very simple operation, that is visiting to each and every element of the data structure, you will find that frequently we need to perform this operation. Say for example, if you want to search for some element in the given data structure, then for the searching it is necessary to compare the value of the search element with each and every element of the data structure. So traversing is inherent part of the searching operation. Traversing can be done on all types of data structure. It is not necessary that you can do it always with the array. You can do it with the linked list, you can do it with the queue, you can do it with the trees and graph as well. So traversing is an operation that can be performed with all different data structures that are available for use. Another operation that is also frequently needed whenever we create some data structure is the searching operation. In the searching operation, what we do is that we search the element in the given data structure. Suppose we have been given a searching value and now we want to check whether that value is being present in the given set of elements or not. Suppose we have been given a simple array and we have to search for the value 78 from the given data structure. Now what we will do is that we will compare this search element with the first value, then we will compare it with the second value, then we will compare with the third value, and this goes on until we reach to the end of the data structure or till we find the value. So you will find that in this case we find the value at the index 4. So the element 78 is present in the array at the index position of 4. So searching is now completed. If the element is not found, then we can go on searching the element till we reach to the end of the array. So searching operation not necessarily we can perform with array, but we can perform with linked list, we can perform with queue, we can perform it with stack also. Frequently, whenever we write the algorithms for the data structure operations, then we need to perform such type of the search operation. Another operation that we need to do frequently on the data structure is the sorting operation. Sorting means we need to arrange the elements of the array either in ascending order or in descending order. You can arrange the elements of the array in the increasing order, or you can arrange the elements of the array in the decreasing order. Suppose you have been given mark score by the students in a class and now you want to decide who is the topper. Now in order to decide who is the topper, what you need to do is that you need to sort out the marks scored by the students. Say for example, if I have been given 4 elements, out of which first is B, second is D, third is A, and fourth one is C. Now whenever I apply the sorting operation to this sequence, then ultimately our output will be A, B, C and D. So you will find that we have got a certain order of the elements. So elements needed to be arranged. Frequently we need to arrange the elements either in increasing or decreasing order. You will find that whenever we perform the binary search operation, then binary search operation can be performed only when the elements are in sorted order. So there are several algorithms available with the help of which we can perform sort operation. There are large number of algorithms available with the help of which we can perform the sort operation. Sort operation is such an operation which is frequently needed with all different data structures. Another operation that is also needed whenever we arrange the data structures or whenever we use the data structure in our programs, and that operation is being called as a merging operation. Merging means you can combine the 2 or more elements together. Say for example, we have been given 2 arrays. Now suppose the first array is consisting of 3 elements and the second array is consisting of also 3 elements. Now we can merge these 2 arrays so that we can get one array from these 2 arrays. So this is to be called as a merging operation. So when you merge array 1 with array 2, then you will get the merged array 3 and it will consist of now 6 elements. So merging operation can be done with the arrays, merging operation can be done with the linked list, merging operation can be done with the stacks also. So there are different data structures with which we can use this operation of merging. So it is merging means there are two different entities, and out of these two different entities, what we are doing is that we are combining them together so that we can form only one entity. So frequently when we write the algorithm for real life problems, you will find that we need to perform such type of the operation. So whenever you perform any operation on the data structure, always remember that operation can be performed only when you write an appropriate set of steps, and these set of steps are to be called as an algorithm. So algorithm is a set of steps, and these set of steps you need to write appropriately so that you can perform any operation on the data structure. There are several ways of writing the algorithm. As I told you, for searching we have linear search, binary search. For sorting we have quick sort, bubble sort, insertion sort. There are many algorithms available, but out of which algorithm is suitable for you, that you have to decide. The algorithm which requires less memory space, the algorithm that requires less time, computer time, is the better algorithm because its complexity is less. So always try to choose the algorithm which has less complexity than the others. So thank you friends for viewing the session. Hopefully you have understood what are the basic operations that we can perform on the data structure. In our next sessions, we will be discussing about the algorithms and then the different algorithms for performing operations on the data structure. Thank you all.